Hello lovelies and welcome to today's video. So I have an art journal video today and I do apologize that again this is the first one for the week, but the week just seems to get away with me with all this homeschooling and Zoom appointment thingies. Anyway, it seems to be that I'm getting most productive on the weekend, so hopefully I can continue to keep posting some videos over the weekend and it's enough to keep you all happy and engaged until we can get some kind of normal happening again. But anyway, what I wanted to share with you today is I'm playing with the new Dina Wakley gloss acrylic sprays. So this was my first play with them, and if you're watching and you've used these, you may have noticed already my first mistake. This part of the video is going to show you two different pages. So on this side, I did not gesso the page. Now, like I said, this was my first play with them. And after I'd done this, I wasn't getting that pooling that I've been seeing in Dina's videos and that awesome nebula, which I'm now getting here. And I worked out why, because I hadn't gessoed my page. Now, these resist each other really, really well when you start to layer them on top of each other. So obviously, because I had no gesso down, all that spray just soaked into the page. And then it started to resist when I started to build up layers. On this side, because I've already put the gesso down, it's already got a layer to start resisting on. So that's why I'm getting this awesome pooling, resisty type technique from the get-go. So obviously, I do like the left-hand side more. Later on, you'll see when I start the second half of this video, you'll see that I added a lot more to the right-hand side, but I accidentally did that off camera because I wasn't really paying attention. I was just playing, and I end up liking it more. So because I have a lot more of that ink already there and I'm building on it, it starts to resist more and give me that really cool effect that I was after which I got on the left-hand side. But I decided to carry on. So I did these two videos actually pretty separate. The first half I did a couple of weeks ago when I was first playing with the sprays and just playing, discovering, and I finally decided to get back into it and finish it off tonight. So I wanted to make something to stamp on, and I wanted it to have a bit of a different color tone to my background but also have the same sort of effect. Again, rookie mistake, I didn't gesso the page. So it's taking me a lot of ink. Sorry, not ink. It's not ink. It's a gloss acrylic spray. So it's taken me a lot of this spray to start getting the pooling that I want, because it needs that base layer down to start resisting on itself, basically. So right now it's soaking into that page, that media paper. And yeah, so while it's soaking in, it's not going to give you those really cool blendy bits and pieces that these sprays are known for. But I start to build and build and build because I knew I wanted to stamp some stars. So I've used a mix of night, ocean, marine, and then I've thrown some white in there as well. The night is absolutely amazing in these gloss sprays. As you can see, now it's starting to do that bubbly nebula effect type thing. I'm having issues with my white at the moment because I didn't clean it properly. Very important with these, you need to clean the nozzles and keep the caps on. I am not one to clean or keep caps on or gesso. I'm rethinking all of that with these sprays. Very important. They are not like ink. Very important to remember. They're not like a spray ink or a dye ink. They are spray paint. They're like spray paint. They are gloss acrylic spray paint. And yeah, because of that, they have a whole different property, which is why I wanted to play with them. So while you may have seen lots of videos of these, trust me, unless you get your hands on them and start playing with them, you're not really gonna know what they're like. It's a very different property. Just let me put it that way. If you're interested, trust me, get yourself a few colors. I started with one color and it just wasn't enough because I really wanted to play. So if you just want to have a try, get yourself maybe 3 coordinating colors and start from there. So yeah, I have the whole set. It didn't take me long because they're just amazing. They're so much fun to play with. This is one of those products that I can see myself going through entire bottles and getting more. Now, how many of us can say that about our mixed media stash? Because I know I can't unless it's paint. But yeah, this is already, I think, you know, I'm about a quarter of a way through a bottle of fuchsia. But anyway, so I've stamped on my background. So I specifically chose different sections to stamp that had different colors. So I've got all that beautiful marbling throughout my stamps. So I've stamped the Dina star set, and I'm just fussy cutting them out. Oh, here, so now you can see that on the right hand side I added some more pink and white, and that's when you started getting that marbling and that nebula effect, because it had layers of this underneath there. So even though it wasn't gessoed, by the time I used a decent amount and had enough on there, it started to resist itself, and it just... The effects that these sprays do are they're just amazing. I am having so much fun. So obviously, because of that nebula effect that Dina calls it, I had to use stars. So I fussy cut some stars out, and I'm just going to glue them around. For some reason, I'm using a glue stick. Another rookie mistake. I should have used gel medium. I do go back and use some gel medium in the end. Now, just to make those stars pop a little bit, I'm going to get my white paint pen, my small white paint pen, and just trace around the stars just to make them pop a bit. The colours weren't as contrasty as I wanted, and I just really wanted you to be able to see those stars. Then for some reason, I grab a paint pen and do some white splatters where I could have quite easily used the white gloss spray. Now, if you're anything like me, and when you do white splatters, you want white splatters. Now, if you use something like a Distress or a Dilutions white, it absorbs that colour from behind because they are water reactive, and they absorb the colour from behind. Well, because this is an acrylic paint, basically, it doesn't do that. It does not reactivate anything behind it. Nothing can seep through it because it is acrylic, and it gives you beautiful white splatters. So finally, there is a white spray out there that we can use that'll stay white. That's has always been my biggest peeve, my pet peeve about white sprays. Because they're dye, water reactive, they never stay white, and that has always been one of my biggest issues, because when I add white, I want it to stay white. So at long last, there is a white spray. So they are like spray paint, and yeah, that's why you get to have these awesome properties that they have. So I've just gone through, I'm on a bit of a Dina kick on this page, obviously, so I've gotten some of the collage words out. Now, we know the trick with these, the more gel medium you use, the more see-through they're going to go. So I'm being quite generous with the gel medium. And then I'm just going to blend that through. Now, you'll actually notice it'll get more and more transparent as I just sort of smush it down a bit. That's what I love about these. They go nearly transparent with the gel medium. So I'm just using some quotes that say, "You are vast, you are infinite," because that just reminded me of the stars. I'm a star person. I love stars. And star quotes, star images, anything like that. So this was quite fitting. Then I'm just going to trace around that with my Stabilo or pencil, and that's going to be it for this page. It may have taken me a while, but I finally got it done. So I had a lot of fun experimenting with these sprays. I really did. And I can't wait to use them some more and share some more with you, because honestly, I don't think the pictures do it justice. So I'm going to have to show some more with you. Thanks for watching, and I'll be back real soon. Bye for now.